Today, take a look at the VEVOR Safe Box. So this is the double door version, so we have two keypads, one for each door. So if you really wanted to, you could set two different patterns on here if you want to allow access to one but keep the other one private. For a total height, we are looking about 70 centimeters or 27.5 inches, width 16.5, and depth of about 15 inches. I do like seeing that they actually put padding in here to keep these things from rattling around while it's in shipment. Got a little baggie here. I'm going to assume that this is the key for it. Okay, so we do have instructions, and we got our keys. So a total of 4 keys. Cool. I'm curious if this will also work in the bottom door, and it does not. So we have 2 keys for the top, 2 keys for the bottom. So you'll still be able to keep them secure independently. Neat. Now this is one thing that this safe has that most safes do not. They actually put this nice cloth interior that's lining the entire inside of it. It's especially nice if you're going to be putting something in there that you actually care about. So a little bit extra fancy. It looks like these shelves can come out as well. So there are some levers in here, and you just flip those down, and then those will pop out, and then we can move those shelves up or down. So nice having that adaptability. I also really like seeing that we have these gigantic pins. They are just over 3/4 of an inch thick. So those are some super heavy duty pins. You got some hooks here on the inside, so if you got some keys or something like that you want to lock up, you can do that. Looks like there is a battery compartment. Yes. And that is going to take what looks like 4 AA batteries. So what's nice about this is you don't even have to bother with the keypad. You don't have to worry about batteries or anything. As long as you got the key, you can use that to access the safe. But now that we got batteries in there, put your hand on it, you can see the keys light up. So the default password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously you're going to want to change that, so let's go ahead and go in there again. Kind of nice. So there's actually a light back here. So once we got batteries installed, we open it up, we can actually see inside of here. We don't need a flashlight. Now there is a little button right here. I can kind of touch it with my finger right now. Kind of hard for me to get the camera in there just because it is pretty back there. It's kind of hard to see even knowing where it is, but there's a button right here. We're going to hit 0 twice. Then we're going to hit the button. Then we're going to set a new password. So we'll go 147258 and then pound. Okay. So now if we lock it, 147258 pound. Cool. So very easy to change the password on this guy. So let's go to the top drawer. We're going to be looking at more of the same. This is actually very nice to have. So let's say you locked your key inside there, or you just lost it. Eventually you also neglected the battery, you let that die. How do you get into the safe? We got this little guy right here. Now, this is not going to crack the safe. All this is going to do is it's going to provide power to that box so that you can use that keypad to still get in. So we would do the same thing. We had 4 AA batteries here. And then underneath there is a little port. You can plug that in. That'll provide power to this combination lock. And then we could open that up using the battery from this box instead of the dead batteries up here. So very nice that they included this. The important thing is just make sure you don't lock this also in the safe. It does also come with some anchors. So even though this is a fairly heavy safe, it is light enough that I could pick the thing up and carry it out of a house. The idea is we got these holes in the back, and we're going to want to anchor that to the wall. You can use screws and screw that into the studs, or if you got concrete, you can use these anchors right here. We also got a fireproof bag. Very nice to have. So if you have something that's extremely important to you, could be a passport, could be your checks, could be, whatever you want. Now the safe by itself isn't going to be fully fireproof. It is going to be fire protectant, of course, because it's made out of metal. So anything you put in here will have a greater chance of survival than anything you put outside of it. But if you want that extra layer of protection, throw it in here, and then you have to really be trying in order to lose that. So very nice that they included that. Now we can also see we have basically the same setup up here. We got a spot for our keys. We got a battery compartment on the top, also uses 4 AA's, and we got a reset button in the back. I guess the only real difference is this box is a little bit smaller. The box on the bottom is a little bit larger, and this one uses 3 pins, whereas this one only uses 2. So this should basically be the same thing. Yep, and we do have that light on this box as well. So let's reset it again. Okay. Nice. It is also plain to see this has a nice lining on it as well, so the entire box is well lined on the inside. There is no cracks that I can see. The only penetration that I can see are these holes in the back for mounting it. And having those already pre-drilled will help to put this box on a wall. And the next thing I can say I appreciate about this is that it already comes assembled. So if you want to spend 20 minutes putting your safe together when you get it, this is going to be the one that you want for that. Just unbox it, it is ready to go. Now if you want to add some security, we can light this guy up and then hit start. So we heard a drip sound. Now it is armed. So now, that's cool. So that guy will just keep going off. He'll definitely wake you up if you are asleep. So I was looking through the instructions. It actually looks like I was getting ahead of myself. So I was putting in the management password. So there's actually 2 passwords that you can use to open up this safe. Now if we want to change the default password, then instead of hitting 0 twice, we're just going to hit the button in the back. And we're going to put in a regular password. So we'll do 258369. Okay. So now we should be able to open it up with either of those passwords. Cool. So 2 options for a password for opening up this safe. Now this does make a beep. You can hear it. Now if we want to turn that off, we hit 1 twice and hit pound. So now if we go in here and we try to open this up, we can see this thing shows us that we hit the button, but we don't have to worry about this thing beeping. So if you want to be able to get in here quietly, you can do that. If we want to reset it to factory defaults, all we're going to do is press and hold the button in the back for 5 seconds. Okay, so now the password is back to there we go. Very cool. So yeah, overall, very nice safe. A lot of features. Feels pretty heavy duty. Like that it's got that alarm. Like we got a bunch of different ways of getting into it. That is a very cool safe.